Welcome to the third ever Quarantine Cuisine.
Quarantine Cuisine, round 3.
Yep, Easter edition. We're going to make an awesome salmon caviar Benedict today.
One of my favorites.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of my absolute favorites. You guys saw my email about Mango Mike's? I used to get crab cake Benedicts as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were so good. And so normally we start this class with unbelievably hilarious intro.
Yep.
We usually have Dave co-star on it.
Yep.
Today, we got something very special we'd like to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a very special member in the audience. They are joining us. It's their birthday. Charlie out there.
Good idea.
Rhonda, they said I could use glass. It was just
Hold on.
Happy
birthday
To you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday to you and many more.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. Now we're going to eat because everyone gets a little crazy to meet.
And if you could go ahead and mute yourselves, guys, that'd be great.
That'd be amazing.
Mute.
Much as you love hearing everyone at one time.
Can't we hear that one?
Tell them how
How do I do this?
Well, I'll jump on into it. So first of all, thank you all so much in the eggs Benedict.
Or hold on.
Baker?
And heat the oven
All right,
350 degrees.
Jason, you're back up and running. It should be just you now, Jason.
Perfect. Nice. So we got our oven preheated, 350 degrees. That'll be for cooking off our English muffins later on. And then the next thing we got to do is we got to fill these pots full of water. So in our equipment list, we talk about having a large pot and a medium-sized pot. So basically, this large pot right here is going to be the pot that we're poaching our eggs in. We love the copper bonded Hessian pans. So, and then we got our other pan right here. So this is going to be the pan that we use to actually cook the egg base for the Hollandaise on top of.
Nice.
So this smaller pan right here, we're going to fill
running now.
halfway up with water. So I'm gonna do that right now.
Nice. And then that oven on too, this will help. You guys will see when you make Hollandaise, people get really scared because it can break, right? But it breaks when it gets too cold because you make it hot and then you take it and you set it somewhere cold. And so getting the oven going now will start to warm your kitchen up, start to warm the atmosphere up so that your kitchen isn't too cold after you take your Hollandaise off of the heat. And so that'll be, that's honestly like the most crucial part in making a Hollandaise and just making sure that after you cook it and take it off the stove, you set it down and it's at a perfect temperature to be able to then be plated with later on.
Yeah, you just want to keep it warm.
So while you're doing that, Cal, you want me to bust open this box?
Yeah, please.
Awesome.
I'll wait on that. And so just so you guys know, so we filled up that first pot, the smaller pot halfway with water. We're filling up the pot for our poaching our eggs all the way with water. You want a large amount of water in that poaching pot. And you guys will see later when we cook these huevos.
And so some of you guys might have been lucky enough yesterday to have David Susio hand deliver you a Eggs Benedict kit. If you were, that's incredible. All right. So we got our salmon rub. One of my absolute favorites is salmon rub. One of my truly favorite ingredients.
This is my night.
So that we can say this is healthy. We got our Eggs Benedict English muffins.
Yeah. Sourdough English muffins.
Sourdough English muffins.
Best.
I don't know if you guys know this, but it's statistically proven that the second most famous dish that utilizes English muffins is a egg McMuffin.
I love those too.
The Hollandaise reduction.
Yep.
And you want me to get all this set right here?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Our egg yolks.
Yep. For cooking the Hollandaise.
For cooking the Hollandaise. Clarified butter.
We need that to make the Hollandaise.
This is pretty cold. Where do we want this?
Yeah, so basically you just put it on the board now, and then the small pot in the recipe, we're gonna heat up our butter with that.
Did we fresh squeeze orange juice for everybody?
You know it.
That is awesome.
Ian is still not here because of squeezing all those oranges by hand.
There's some smoked salmon finished with just a touch of our truffle salt.
One each lemon.
One each lemon. True story is I first started working at a resort in New Hampshire out of nowhere. I was like from Florida, right? And the resort was unbelievably cold. It was in between two mountain peaks, right? And everything was cold. It got so cold that the syrup lines in the drink dispensing machine would freeze inside of a building, right? And I was on the pantry station there, and we used to do fresh squeezed orange juice for 700 people.
Love that.
And you would go through like 9 cases of oranges, right? Cut them all in half.
Is that where I've seen you learn that move where you put 2 sheet trays together and you cut all the oranges in half?
Yeah. You get like a really big serrated knife, 2 sheet trays, and you're like, because otherwise you're like,
right.
But then you have, kind of a very simple like juicer on this, and you would go each orange by orange, and by the end of it, literally your hand, everything was already cold. Your hand was even colder and then numb by the end of it.
Sounds about right. Also, too, one thing that we're taking out of the box is our eggs. And we have them in our lovely Easter egg mix that Sarah has put together for us. Keeping it festive over here.
And so I don't know if you guys still have your ice pack, but we have ours here, and we're just going to leave the caviar on the ice pack. Keep it as cold as possible.
Yeah.
And then we got a touch of vinegar.
Yep. We'll need that for poaching.
Awesome.
Cool. So,
Chef Tyler.
Yeah.
The balsams. And then one quick question, or one quick little directive. So any questions you guys have about the recipe we're doing, you fire them off. We got Chef Dave on the screen. Dave, you want to wave to that camera right there?
David Sucio himself.
He is there, ready
Ladies
to
and
answer your
gentlemen.
questions. And then anything that you have not pertaining to the dish at hand, because it's going to get pretty finicky when we're poaching these eggs, making this Hollandaise, right?
Yep.
We're professionals and we can handle it. But we don't want anyone at home getting a little crazy. So just hold those questions until the very end, and then we'll answer everything for you guys.
Yeah. Totally. Nice. So, this is some lovely salmon roe here. Want to chat about caviar?
Yeah. So, Andy, how we looking? Do we have the world famous Petra on this Zoom meeting, and she can tell us a little info about the 2 or 3 types of caviar that we got in these kits?
Petra? Yeah, I see Petra here. Let me go ahead and unmute Petra for us.
Awesome.
Nice.
So we're going to spotlight that video, Andy. And guys, we're going to have Petra from Caviar Co. come up and tell you
Petra, I
guys.
hope it's okay. I just put you on. Now, Petra, how are you?
Oh, hi guys.
Thanks for joining us.
What is up, Petra?
Hi, cheers. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Orange juice is amazing. Thank you for all the hard work for squeezing all that juice.
No problem.
You thank
So
you.
cheers. So thank you for bringing me on, and we're so excited to be here. So there are 3 different types of caviar that went out in the kits today. So the salmon roe that Chef already mentioned, that is wild, coming from Alaska. And it is the chum grade salmon, meaning it's one of the top grades of salmon roe that you can get. And then the second option was a hackleback, which we got. It's an amazing jet black egg. Let's see if you guys can feel real influencer right now. Not at all. But anyway, so this caviar is one of the last wild caviars available. It's a really great product to use on food because it has a nice amount of minerality and earthiness to it. It really stands up to a lot of different textures and flavors, and it's just a beautiful black egg too, so it looks really nice it'll look beautiful on the Hollandaise because you'll have that contrast in color. It'll really stand out. And then the other product that some of you got was the imported golden Osetra, which is our very, very best product that we have. Our golden Osetra is one of the original caviars coming from the Caspian Sea. It's really a very coveted caviar, and its texture is amazing, which you'll really be able to feel the texture in the whole bite with the eggs Benedict as well. And this one is really meaty. We say it's almost like the Kobe beef of caviar because it's really like meaty, high fat, and really decadent. So yeah, we're so excited to see how it comes out and how everyone plates it on the Benny. And before I go, I would also love to invite you guys. We're going to do something similar, not as cool as Jason's because we don't have the same cooking talents that Jason does. But we are going to do a Caviar 101 class where we're sending out these sampler flights for $75, and you get 3 different products, 10 grams of each. So it's just about 1 ounce per each flight. And we're going live on Instagram at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday. So you can go over to our website, thecaviarco.com, buy a flight. We are delivering for free in San Francisco, or if you're in California, it's a $15 shipping fee. If you're out of state, it's a $30 shipping fee. But yeah, so we'd love for you guys to join us, and we'll walk you through some caviar and teach you what to look for whenever you're tasting. So thank you so much, and happy Easter. And I look forward to just participating now.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Petra.
Thanks, Petra.
Thanks, bye.
Thanks so much.
And
Yeah.
so we're going to throw some links up for the Caviar Company. It's super cool. You know, we're a group of chefs doing the truffle business, and we met them, and there's so much different synergies that we're super pumped to partner with them on this. And then one quick note, and then we're going to dive into the mimosas, I promise. All right, guys?
Very important part.
Yeah.
Cooking eggs Benedict.
We've already tasted them. They were very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4th glass was probably my favorite this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got an IGTV video where I talk about this a little bit more, but when, and look, I'm going to get a little sappy here, but you know what I mean? We're in a pandemic, so I think it's okay. When this first hit, right, I got scared, right? And I got mad, right? My dad lost his business in 2008. I felt it all coming back again. We had built this business up, and then, you know, all of a sudden, I had a mentor come, reach out, sit down with me, see what we needed, and I kind of realized that, like, what is happening right now isn't happening to me, right? It's not happening to just me. It's not happening to just you. It's happening to all of us, the whole collective world at one time. It's hitting all of us at the same time, and it's up to us to do what we can to rise up and to get through this. And so we launched these cooking classes as a way to bring our products to the market, keep our team employed here, and now we've had so much success with it, we're donating a meal for every kit we sell to healthcare workers. And so Ian is actually making brunch right now for all the healthcare workers. I don't know if he's on the screen or not. Andy's going to look for me right now, but we are so pumped and so excited for your guys' support, because literally last week we donated 300 meals to Highlands Hospital and UCSF. We're cooking it, we're delivering it, we're doing everything, right? This week, our goal, Truffle Shuffle's goal, right, that we want you guys to be a part of, is to donate 1,000 meals to healthcare workers here locally in the Bay Area. So, you know, it's that little piece. This isn't happening to just me, not to just you. It's happening to all of us together. And there's certain people, healthcare workers, firefighters, police officers, right? My brother is on this call. What up to Ryan? He is a firefighter right now. They are putting themselves directly on the front lines of leading the charge of getting us through this pandemic. And that is unbelievably important. And all we want to do is just, if we can, make them a meal. And when you guys buy these kits, you make that possible. So thank you very much. We're gonna see if we got Ian here. If not, we're gonna go straight to the mimosas. But we should have him. He's actually at the kitchen cooking right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go on this side and see if we can find him.
Yeah, Jason, I've got him here, and I'm trying to unmute him right now.
Hear me?
Oh, there we go. Ian, are you there?
I'm here. Can
Awesome,
you guys
buddy.
hear me?
Turn that video on, Ian.
Can you guys see me?
No,
you
we
gotta
can't
hit
see
the
you.
video.
All right, let me. Perfect. Can you guys see me now?
Yeah.
All right.
What up, Ian?
How you guys doing over there?
Hey there, Ian.
There you are.
All
So
right.
tell us what you're making. Tell us what you're cooking for everyone today, Ian.
So right now we're doing some brunch for all the hospital workers as well that we've been helping out. So right here, can I flip this camera? I'll show you guys more. Here, I'll pull it. Yep.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Making a salmon quiche. That's a lovely oven you got there, Ian. Oh, for some reason, he's muted. Ian, you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now we got you back.
Perfect.
So
Yeah,
where are
so-
all the meals going today?
We're going to donate all these meals to one of the local hospitals right around here, USSF, UCFF
In Highlands?
in Highlands, correct?
Awesome. Well, Ian, thank you so much for putting all that together while we do a cooking class with these guys. I know that was
Absolutely.
Ian was up at 6 a.m. to get all that together to make sure that we deliver a brunch to healthcare workers this morning.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hope you guys have a fun. All right. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks, Ian.
All right. Bye.
Hey, Jay, do we have a way for other people to link to a way to donate? Maybe
Yeah,
donate.
absolutely. Just email me directly, jason@truffleshufflesf.com. People have been sending money and we've been taking that. We're not a nonprofit, but we're taking the money and we are using it to feed healthcare workers right now. And I've been sending everyone the receipts, everything, just being as transparent as possible. And so just email me directly and we'll 100% handle that for you. And then I got my lovely wife, Sarah, here. You want to tell us how to make these awesome mimosas?
So first of all, this beautiful champagne that Sherry provided you a few options with can certainly be drank on its own, absolutely. But we have our chefs here who are usually beer drinkers, so we're gonna put a little orange juice. It's Easter, we're gonna have a little fun. So once again, we'll open our bottle of champagne, and if I can have you pour a little bit of orange juice, whatever you prefer, Jason, maybe about a fourth of where you think the glass should be filled up to. That's probably perfect there. Thank you very
The
much.
high pour is very important.
It is
Part
extremely
of the
important.
orange juice
Aerating the
process.
orange juice. Yeah, exactly.
You gotta aerate it.
So right now, what the boys are going to be enjoying is the Larna di Haro. So this is a brut. It basically champagne. 3 types of grapes in Champagne, France, and that's Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. And this blend happens to be equal parts of all 3 grapes. And it's brut in style, which means it's going to be dry. And then if you remember how we opened our champagne bottle before, thumb over top, you're going to twist the bottle, not the cork. And then you should kind of start leaning it to one side. You shouldn't really be pulling at this point. See, I'm almost open. You're just going to tilt it to the side, and the bubbles are going to do the rest. When you hear no more gas hissing, you know you're ready to pour.
And then what did you say that's similar to?
Yeah.
Oh, a French lady's fart.
Mm.
I don't think I'll ever live that one down, but I can't really think of a better way to describe it.
Look at that. We actually have
That's the official way to describe
That's the official term.
a similar question to last week. They want to know how
How do I know? How did
do
I know you were going to ask that? How did I know that?
smells like? That's a great question. Whoever asked that out there in the audience.
Yeah.
Keith, thank you, Keith.
Yeah.
Keith Lee. Nice question.
Hi, Keith.
So,
I know you didn't ask that. All right.
Do we have an answer for him?
Well, you know, we were in France, and they're not quite as proper as they want you to think they are.
Well,
All right. So we're going to toast Happy Easter, and then we'll get on our way, and they'll teach us how to make Benedicts.
awesome.
That one's for you.
Sarah,
Cheers.
thank you so much.
Cheers.
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 Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers, all you guys.
Yes. Cheers, Jay.
Cheers. Oh my god. How cool would that be if we accidentally smash glasses on live TV?
Yeah, we should probably do that next time.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Well, now that we got that squared away, thank God we got our mimosas. Get back to cooking. So
Some Benedicts.
the 2 pots of water that we got on the stove, they are up to the boil, and so we're just turning them down to a simmer. You don't want the pot of water reducing too far.
So
You got
this one is medium.
correct.
Medium filled up to about there.
Filled out halfway. Yep.
And then this one you're gonna poach the eggs in.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So we need the bigger pot for poaching the eggs.
And then what do they call that when you use the pot and the bowl to make a sauce?
Yeah. So on top, basically, you guys will see what we're gonna do, but we're gonna put the eggs in this bowl, and then we're gonna cook them on top of the pot of boiling water. And so in French, it's a bain marie. You know. So basically, you cook, and in English, this is double boiler. So you basically, the idea is you have your pot of water with the gentle steam coming up, and that heats the bottom of the bowl. And that way, when you cook the eggs, it doesn't cook super fast.
Okay.
At the restaurant, we do it on the stove, but that's because we cook 100,000 miles an hour at the restaurant. But
and if you did cook it too hot, you get like scrambled eggs.
exactly. So you guys will see. Basically, the Hollandaise is it's just very lightly cooked egg yolks, but cooked all the way. But you just got to cook them to where they don't scramble, right?
Nice.
And so pretty much it's just that. And then as you'll see, we'll add some flavorings to it, some butter. Boom.
Boom.
We got a sauce.
Wow.
All right, so first things first, we got to heat up the clarified butter, because that is how we're gonna make the Hollandaise. So everyone, take your little deli of clarified butter. You'll see it's super hard. And so clarified butter is basically, you take butter. Butter is a mixture of fat, water, and butter solids. And so basically, when you cook the water off of whole butter, it yields just the fat, just the clear fat. That's what clarified butter is.
Nice.
I bet you made some clarified butter in your day, huh, Jay?
Yeah, I made a lot.
Made a bunch?
I made enough clarified butter that everybody on this video chat, you could be swimming in warm clarified butter.
I actually would love to do that. I've always wanted to swim in clarified butter.
It's a cool chef insider knowledge, right? Insider trading information.
Yeah.
We call clarified butter CB in the
CB.
kitchen.
Yep, that's what it's called. This is the official name.
Yeah.
So we have our CB in our pot. The pot is cold. It's not hot.
Not hot.
So we're going to take this pot.
Not like us.
We're going to take this pot and we're going to heat it up. So basically all we're doing right now is melting the clarified butter.
I don't think it likes that little pot.
It might not like the little pot. Usually we do this on the, usually we have no problems with this, with our induction burner, but.
If you're also using an induction burner, and you have the same size pot, you gotta put it in a bigger pot.
Yeah, put it in a bigger pot.
Yeah.
So now that we have it in a larger pot, let's see if it's going to be cooperative now.
You never know what life will throw at you. Small pots, pandemics, angry Easter bunnies.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right, cool. So we're just heating up this butter. And so basically the idea is we're just melting the butter. We don't want to get it too hot. If you leave this butter on the stove, it can get extremely hot.
Yeah, unbelievably.
Right. And so you do not want that. Right. So all we're doing is melting the butter. And once it's melted, we're going to take it off the stove. And then so pretty much all a Hollandaise is, like we were saying before, is the egg yolks that will cook. And then we're going to drizzle in our clarified butter at the end. And that's called emulsifying. It's an emulsification. And so basically all a Hollandaise is cooked egg yolks. You emulsify in your butter with the flavorings. And then that is that.
And then what, should we tell them a little bit about like the mother sauces? Or that, you know, is that a little intense?
I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
Seeing as We got one of them going on.
So I don't know about you, but so Tyler and Dave actually went to the same culinary school.
Right. That's how we met.
But then I did a culinary apprenticeship program at that cold resort, the Balsams in New Hampshire.
And so real quick, now that our butter is melted,
You want to bring that camera forward
see
there,
it?
Brett?
Brett, you want to see that? Can you see that? Hold on, down, a little back. There we go. All right, so you see it's just liquid butter. So that's all we want. So now that it's liquid, we're just going to pull it off the stove. We're just going to keep it to the side. That's that. What were we saying? Yeah.
Mother sauces.
Mother sauces, yeah.
Yeah.
Love
So
those.
if my mom is on here, one, hello.
My mom's on here.
Yeah, we know Denise is there.
Hey, Mom.
Any other mothers?
Yes.
Here.
Any other mothers, this knowledge is for you.
Mm.
So in French cuisine, you have mother sauces,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And when I was an apprentice, everyone used to like just they'd be like name all 5 of your mother sauces.
Right.
You
It's
know,
like a gotcha.
a gotcha challenge. You
Yeah.
know. And then there's like variants, and
Mhm.
but one of the mother sauces is Hollandaise.
Mm.
And then it has all these derivatives that you hear about.
Yep.
Whether it's Maltese or Chiron or
Yep.
Bernaise.
Bernaise is a common one you guys probably heard of. Yep.
And so, what's the difference between what we're making here and Bernaise?
Yeah, so basically, the idea of cooking the eggs with a flavoring agent in the form of our Hollandaise reduction and emulsifying in butter, that's the mother sauce, right? And so this, right now, we're going to do it with, our reduction is half a cup of white wine, half a cup of champagne vinegar, half a cup of water, 1 shallot sliced, and a couple black peppercorns. You reduce that down to about 3 tablespoons. And so that's going to be the base for our sauce. But if you were doing like a Bernaise sauce, we throw some tarragon in it. You know, if you were doing a sauce Maltese, we would do blood orange juice brought all the way down.
It's really nice.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, you do that with like peas and asparagus and blood oranges.
We used to do it with halibut back in the day
Yeah.
in New York.
Comes out really nice.
Love that.
And so if anybody happened to be making the Bernaise reduction right now, they'd want to get that on the stove.
Yeah, so if you're at home and you didn't receive a kit and you have you need to make the reduction, you have our recipe. That's the one I just said, where the half cup of white wine, vinegar, water, a little bit of shallot, and some black pepper. Right now, you would want to get that on the stove and reduce that down to 3 tablespoons and then strain it.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
that's in that kit already, correct? For
But for everyone who got a kit, that is already been done for you
We did that.
by the magic of cooking.
Yeah, that's how much we love you.
Cool. All right. So,
Should we ask Dave real quick? Dave, what are the 5 mother sauces?
Why put me on the spot, homie?
Mm.
Okay. Tomato,
Mm.
Hollandaise, bechamel,
Yes.
Espanol.
Yes.
Fuck. That's not one of them.
and then we got
Velouté.
boom.
Yes. All right, you want to tap those on there for people?
Yes.
We'll leave out the curse words. Sorry about that, guys. Cool. Let's do this.
Excellent. All right. So, is everybody ready? Does everyone have their butter melted? Their pots of water simmering?
Yes. Not in the freezer.
We're avoiding the freezer right now.
2
At this-
pots of water,
I
correct?
want to make
Staging
sure we're
process.
being really clear.
Right. Okay. So, that being said, we have our smaller pot. This is the pot, again, halfway full of water. And the reason why that's so important, and you guys will see, can you tell that's halfway, Brett? There we go. Good. Perfect. So you'll see, the reason why it's important that it's halfway is because this is how we're gonna cook everything. So I have nothing in this bowl, and we're just going to place it on top. So you guys can do that without the eggs even being in it. Basically, you can feel, and that's why it's important to have a metal bowl. I know we got a couple questions. Is it okay to do it with glass? Glass can work. It's just gonna take a lot longer.
Yeah, it scares me too.
Yeah, and
If you
it's
drop
and it's
that
like
glass.
and it's like insulated.
Yeah.
Plastic will not work. So if you have a plastic bowl, you need to get a metal bowl. So basically, as you can tell, with a metal bowl, you put it over that that pot of water, and you can tell it's starting to get warm. So basically, that's how we're going to cook the eggs. Super, super gentle, really nice way of cooking the egg base. All right, so that all being said, we have our egg yolks, and we're going to pop them in our mixing bowl.
Want a little spatula?
What's that?
Would you like a little spatula?
I would love a little spatula over. So basically, we got our eggs. We just want to make sure we scoop out all these eggs over here.
Yeah, everything.
Everything. You need everything. Perfect. So we got that in there. And then we're going to add all of our reduction to this too.
So can you guys see this? This is like medium.
Yep.
Medium heat.
It's going back and forth between being in a simmer.
Yep. And so, perfect. So we got our water cooking. I've added our egg yolks and our reduction. And so now we're gonna take a 2-finger pinch of salt and pop it in there. We're just gonna whisk it up a little bit.
Yeah, and then this is an example of what a 2-finger pinch looks like. If anybody needs to take a look at that real quick.
Right, that's the very scientific way of understanding what a 2-finger pinch is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason. So I'm just whisking it up a little bit. I like to do this stage right now because you're aerating the eggs a little bit, and any amount of air you can put in with the eggs, it helps with the cooking process. It just makes them.
And then my CB is still liquid.
Yep.
Right, and I got it next to the heat. It's warm.
Yep.
And then everyone you got to make sure the pot and the bowl are friends, right?
Yep. They're friends.
They got to fit together.
Yep.
They can't, you know what I mean?
But this is perfect. So basically, we got our pot of water. It is very lightly simmering, and so we're just gonna put the bowl on top and start whisking.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take it easy with you guys right now because I know everyone hears about Hollandaise, and it seems like a scary production, but it doesn't need to be because this is how you control it. You take the pot, you put it on top, you whisk it a bit, right? Take it off, and just feel the bottom. You can feel it's getting hot. So I know with mine, I know everyone's stove is different, everyone's cooking a little different, but the whole idea of cooking this base is that you don't want to cook it too fast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's much better if you do on and off and on and off than it is to just keep it on top and keep stirring.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I'm gonna let this take a little while just to make sure everyone's following along with us.
How's everyone doing out there? Can we get some thumbs up?
How's
Can we get
everyone
some
doing?
Feedback.
And so this is what mine looks like right now, just so everyone knows. Right?
Kind of frothy.
How are chefs
It's a
doing,
little
Chef
frothy.
Dave?
They're doing great.
Frothy is just fine. Because again, we want to aerate. We're aerating that egg. We're making a nice, luscious sauce base.
We're actually doing the recipe that we sent you guys is the Dorian's world famous Hollandaise recipe.
Right?
And so we worked with Chef Lee over there.
Yep.
They do like the most
What up, Chef
awesome
Lee?
brunch in one of the most awesome brunches in San Francisco, right there in the marina. We love working with them, and so we wanted to know. And me and Tyler went and ate there and had the Hollandaise, and we're like, oh my god! And so they sent that recipe over, right, and let us share it with all of you guys. So
Yeah,
this
thank
is
you.
the Dorian's world famous Hollandaise recipe.
Right. Perfect. So again, I'm just going on and off the pot of water.
And then for anyone not making Hollandaise, I'm just taking a sip,
I know a lot of you guys cook in pairs, so
not
this
taking a sip.
is the perfect time for one person to do all the work and the other person to drink. That's
That's an important question. Should we be on our second glass of wine already?
Absolutely.
No,
Good.
I'm on my 6th.
How many of which bottle? The first bottle or the second bottle?
Right. That's important to
The
determine.
second glass of the second bottle.
I am on the East Coast, so I'm 3 hours ahead of you guys already.
Yeah, currently. Cool. All right. So we're still cooking. We're going on and off and on and off. Right.
This water is just simmering in the back, right?
Right.
Not too hot.
Can we see that for something?
So as you can see, so this is the perfect time to show you. So as you can see, we're starting to get ribbons. And so ribbons meaning when I whisk it, you can see it leaves a trail, right? Can everyone see that? Nice. We got a little trail. So we're gonna cook this a little bit more because basically we're gonna cook the egg yolks until they are fully cooked, like they will be hot. But we're gonna whisk them enough to where they never form curds like for scrambled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically the whole deal. You're basically making the smoothest scrambled egg you've ever made in your entire life.
Yeah. And when people talk about like when love and food, right?
Love food.
There's kind of this consensus of like people just like when you have food that you can tell people love, they loved on that food when they cooked it, and because they're paying attention to those little details.
All about the little details.
They're making sure there's no little bits of scrambled eggs, and to do that, you got to stand there like Tyler is, and hitting it.
Yeah, and you're going on and on. Honestly, one of my favorite chefs of all time, Ferdinand Pointe, said, good cooking is just a bunch of little things done right. And that's all it is. It's just a bunch of tiny little details done correctly equals good cooking. And so again, I'm going on and off and on and off. And this, we're going to take this for a little bit, but it's very important that right now we just take the time to make the sauce exactly right.
And you can actually do this in a very similar to our little wok pan back here. It's called a saucepan, right? You can do it on the stove, and in Thomas Keller's The French Laundry Cookbook, he talks about that. And so you do the same process, but directly on the heat. And then it probably takes, this maybe takes like what, 7 minutes?
Yeah.
And then that takes like 2 minutes.
Right.
You go on the stove, you do it very quickly, take it off, add your butter.
Yeah. I wouldn't advise that right
We would not advise that. That is pro level.
That's a professional technique right there.
Hollandaise making.
Perfect.
Right?
And so again, we're gonna cook this a little bit longer. So I'm gonna finish it up. So as you can see again, you wanna watch for those ribbons. Right? You guys see those ribbons? And so we're going to cook those until they're a little bit thicker, right?
And Tyler, whenever is a good time, I got a good Hollandaise story I want to tell you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Tell it right now.
All right.
I'm just cooking my Hollandaise over here. Don't pay attention to him.
True story. Jason McKinney, as like a 16-year-old kid, believe it or not,
I love Jason McKinney as a 16-year-old kid story.
Yeah, got into a lot of trouble, right? And might or might not have had to be home at a certain hour, and the only way he could not have to be home is if he got a job.
Right.
And so
Mary Beth can attest to it.
I got a job washing dishes, right? And I've always loved cooking. Always loved cooking. I had it when I was 4 years old. I had an easy bake oven and an extension cord, and I used to play with my easy bake oven in the middle of the road. True story. Anyways, 14. So real quick, we're gonna go to this. So you guys see how something's happening here?
I was gonna say, Jay's telling his story, but the eggs wait for no one.
The eggs wait for no one.
No one. So as you can see, how it's getting thicker. So as everyone's eggs are getting thicker. You can see. So this is in French. This is called nappe, right? We're gonna cook it a little bit longer. So as you can see from the back of the spoon, right? You see that?
When it's nappe, it should be able to coat the back of a spoon.
Coats the back of the spoon. So again, I'm gonna cook this just a touch more, get a little bit thicker, and then we're gonna start adding our clarified butter.
The CB.
The CB.
So,
all right. So I'm gonna show you guys in about 10 seconds where we want to be.
Oh my God.
Ooh, Jay, how much Hollandaise have we made together in our days?
You know, actually, I looked at my journal that we kept for the risotto, and
right, we keep counts of these things.
Yeah. So this year alone, I've made 1,000 spoonfuls of Hollandaise.
All right, perfect. So this is where we want to be. This is done. So as you can see the trail at the bottom of the bowl, right? Right, can you see that? Nice and thick. You can put your finger in it, and it's hot.
So you guys can be ready to act quick now, all right?
So now we got
nice, guys.
Does anyone have any questions as of right now?
that pertain to the Hollandaise. I know you guys want to hear the story, but we got to focus,
Yeah.
guys.
We all want to hear the story.
What's in the Hollandaise reduction?
Cool.
What's in the Hollandaise reduction?
So we said before at the beginning, Hollandaise reduction is half cup white wine, half cup champagne vinegar, half cup water, 1 shallot sliced, and about 5 black peppercorns reduced to 3 tablespoons and strained. That's the Hollandaise reduction.
And we have that recipe on our Instagram.
Yeah, we got it on our Instagram.
And side note, if everybody on here goes and follows us on Instagram, we'll have 3,000 followers. So at @shuffle_SF.
That's a good one to follow. All right, perfect. So we got our eggs, we got our butter. Right now, we need our ladle. It's a very important part of the process. And then,
and then we want this off, right?
yeah, this is off. This is completely off, just so you guys know.
And then
So
can
if
I
you have
assist you?
if you have 2 people doing this is the perfect time to tell your partner, hey, I've been cooking the whole time. You've been drinking the whole time. Can you please, like, finally help me with something? But if you're doing it by yourself, basically you'd be having the bowl, and then you have your pot with butter with your ladle, and you do the same process.
So
So
you show them one of those, and then
I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay.
So again, it's important that our egg yolks are thick, nice and nappe. And basically, if I'm doing it by myself, I'm right-handed, so this is a little different. Nice. So if I'm doing it by myself, I got my ladle of my butter, I got my bowl. It helps a lot if you put a towel under the bowl if you're by yourself. And then basically, I'm gonna very slowly drizzle this clarified butter into this egg yolk, and that's called emulsifying. So pretty much as you can see, I'm whisking and I'm just drizzling in the butter.
Drop by drop.
Drop by drop right now.
They say the very first drop is the most important part of this whole process.
Yeah. And so one of the most important moves is, as you can see, I added, I'd say about a tablespoon of butter, and I'm completely whisking the eggs until I can't see any more beads of butter. Like, so you want to incorporate basically 1 tablespoon at a time, but drizzling very slowly. So I'm gonna do it one more time for those of you at home who are doing it by yourself. So very slowly drizzling the butter.
Yeah, you want to get as close up to this as we can.
Let's say, can you see that, Brett? So very slowly drizzling the butter and whisking, 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 whisking.
Mm-hmm.
Always whisking. If
Yeah.
you keep whisking, you'll be just fine.
And then for everyone else, very, very, very slowly sipping this mimosa.
Right.
Keep stirring, 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 stirring.
Right. All right, perfect. So this is going to be the last of me doing it by myself because I'm sick and tired of Jason just standing there staring at me.
All right, let me get in here.
So Jay,
So how can I help?
Or
All right, so I'm gonna get a ladle full of this.
yeah, you are. We're gonna be whisking. This takes me back.
Little drops, and I'm trying to hit it right in the middle of that hurricane.
Right in the eye of that hurricane.
Right in the eye of that hurricane.
And so as you guys can see, your hollandaise is getting thicker, right? And so basically that's the egg yolks holding on to that butter fat. And that is what's making the sauce thicker.
So we've already weighed all this out for you guys, so
Yeah.
it's the perfect amount.
It's the perfect amount. It's the perfect recipe.
Hey guys, can you all hear me? Hello?
All right, Jake, we getting any questions, comments, concerns?
Yeah. Is everyone's hollandaise coming along? Fine.
Concerned about a hollandaise not yet thick enough before the butter.
Perfect. So we want to keep, if your egg yolks are not thick enough, then you just keep cooking it a little bit longer, just like I showed you. You'll be just fine. It's very important that the eggs are cooked all the way. That's a very important part of the process.
You can never make it.
And now you're like back.
You can make it thicker. Or you.
Yeah, you can never make it thicker, but you can make it thinner.
Mm-hmm. After you start adding the butter, you can't ever make it thicker.
Right.
But you can thin it out a touch.
Right. All right. So we keep going with that.
And then you can speed once you get past that initial stage, you can
Yeah.
speed up the rest of the butter that you add to it.
Yeah, it's like anything. Once the foundation is laid and the foundation is strong,
Yeah.
then you can start, you can start adding it a little bit faster. And so again, I'm whisking.
Okay, coming in.
Come on in there. Nice. Perfect. So all of our butter has been added, and this is what our hollandaise looks like, right? Yeah. Right? So, again, this is what it looks like with the whisk, right? Nice and thick, almost like a very, very light mayonnaise. I mean, hollandaise and mayonnaise are basically the same sauce, just mayonnaise is cold, hollandaise is hot. So that's how it's coming off the end of my spoon, right? You see that? Again. Super smooth,
Nice.
super silky.
That is a nice hollandaise.
Mm-hmm. And so, right now, we're just going to add a little bit more salt. Mine needs a touch more salt.
And then when do we do the lemon?
And then we're going to add the lemon right now.
Nice.
So again, this is off. I'm just going to put this here. I'm going to do that so you guys all know it's off. And so the lemon, so we got our peeler. We got our lemon.
Lemon.
This is a lemon. This is a peeler.
Peeler.
Lemon.
Peeler.
Perfect. So we're going to take the lemon and we're going to do it just like Chef Suzette did the other day. So basically we're going to shimmy our peeler back and forth.
Oh, the wiggle. We know it well.
Just to take off a little bit of the outside layer of the lemon.
With no white.
So Chef Suzette, as you can see, there's no white on my lemon. I like this to be stated. I know she roasted me the last time. About something else stupid I said. So basically, again, we're just taking the pith of the lemon off. So we're going to get 3 strips of lemon.
Wow. Look at that.
Look at that hollandaise.
Look at that hollandaise.
And
So
then,
Chef, our hollandaise is a little thicker than yours. Maybe we cooked it a little bit longer. How should we deal with that? Should we do anything to it?
that'll be just fine because we're going to add a touch of lemon juice, and which will thin out the hollandaise just a little bit. So basically, now that we have our strips of lemon done, we're going to cut them into strips, and then we're going to go back and cut them just so it's super finely minced lemon zest. So as you can see, I cut that strip of lemon that I peeled. I cut it into strips, and now I got them in little we call it julienne in the kitchen. And then I'm going to come back across and cut it into tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces. And this will be that little flavoring agent that when you add to it, all your friends are going to be like, oh my gosh.
Oh
And
my
Chef,
God.
can we just microplane it if we have a microplane?
Microplane if you got a microplane.
Copy that.
If you got a super, super fine grater, you can grate it. But this is a way to do it where if you don't have a microplane, you don't have a grater, and you do have a peeler.
Yeah.
And you do have a knife.
Yeah, and if you happen to be in a pandemic and you want to practice your knife skills because you
Right.
got a whole bunch of time.
Right, because what else you can do?
Yeah.
So as you can see, very finely chopped lemon. That's it. That's going to go right in. And then we're just going to add a couple drops of lemon juice. So Jason's going to stir. I'm going to squeeze. So as you can see, I cut off a little piece of my lemon, right? And
It's all about teamwork.
I personally like, I'm putting about a quarter teaspoon of lemon juice in there. And I know from many years of making hollandaise, that's going to be pretty much perfect amount, I have to say.
Wow. We have Dave taste it.
I was going to say, Chef David Sucio,
I would love to.
could you please taste our hollandaise?
How do you feel about adding black pepper as well, chefs?
I do not like black pepper. Well, we have black pepper in the reduction, so you don't need to add black pepper.
Perfect.
Yeah. Sometimes it can just be a little much.
Yeah.
Hollandaise is a really nice, light, airy.
Yeah. Chef, what do you think about that? Oh, wow.
Happy Easter.
And then
Happy Easter to you too, Dave. Dang.
for anybody out there curious about our social distancing guidelines,
Yeah.
this is our family here. So
Yeah, so we're good.
we're good.
Perfect. So now that we got this cooked, now what we're going to do is put it in a warm area. And like we were talking about, that warm area before, like we got our stove over here, our Hollandaise, and so nothing. We're not putting it on a burner at all, but basically, right. This is warmer than over here, and so because the butter was warm, the eggs are warm. Obviously, we want to serve it warm. We want to keep it warm as of right now. And so I'm just going to leave it over here. It's going to stay nice and warm. It's going to be just fine. And then we can get to the other stage of the process. So like when you're at a restaurant, right? Right. You're not making Hollandaise to order. You make a batch, you keep it in a warm place, and you serve it from there. So making it like this is exactly like you'd have it at any restaurant you've ever been to.
Mm-hmm. And so Tyler's leaving the whisk in there that we can come, stir it.
Yep.
And then for anybody involved in the world of science, this serving temperature right here is 110.
Yep. Which is perfect. Which is
Fahrenheit.
Perfect temperature. Fahrenheit, not Celsius.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So now that we've made our Hollandaise, we're gonna get our pot. This is the pot that I filled up with water for, this is gonna be our pot for poaching. So for you guys at home, we are just heating the pot up to, you want a very, very light, nice.
We got some great comments coming out
We
there.
got some pretty good comments.
And then I just want to take 1 second. You guys see how his Hollandaise looks once all the lemon juice and butter has been added.
Yep.
You actually should be able to do a figure 8 on the top of it. That's how I actually learned to see whether your Hollandaise is done.
There you go.
Pick the whisk up, and you should be able to do a figure 8 should live on the top.
Right.
So you guys see that? You can draw a
See
figure
that
8
right there? So again, I'm gonna whisk it up, right? And so, right? See that 8?
Very nice.
Okay, what do you think your culinary teacher would say about this Hollandaise?
I think they would love it.
Nice. All right. So again, we got our Hollandaise hanging out over here in a warm area, staying warm.
Nice.
Cool. And so the next stage that we're going to do is get our English muffins cooking. And so right now we have our Hollandaise cooked. We're going to get everything else staged out, or in French they say mise en place, right? Because once we start poaching the eggs, it's go time. So make sure we have our smoked salmon lined up, our spinach lined up. We got our English muffins organized. And then we have this little container of white vinegar, which we're going to add to our poaching pot right now.
And if your container exploded, you can use any apple cider vinegar, white wine vinegar.
The rest of the juice of
the rest of the juice with the lemon.
Yeah.
You just want a little bit of acid in there. It helps the eggs congeal once they start cooking.
It helps the eggs coagulate.
So
pretty much.
Dave will spell that for you guys.
Yeah, Dave knows how to spell coagulate. So right now we have our pot of water. It's just simmering.
Nice.
So poaching temperature is like 180, 175. So we're just gonna add all the vinegar into it, right? So again, you're acidulating the water. Chef Dan Parisi, if you're in the crowd, you'll know what I'm talking about. Acidulate. And so after we got that pot of water with the vinegar in it
at the right temp,
at the perfect temperature, basically we're going to start toasting our English muffins. So everyone, they have a packet of English muffins. These ones are sourdough, which is actually my favorite kind. When I was about 14 years old, working in a bakery back in Maine, I used to get up at 4:30 in the morning, show up to work. There was this old dude, old Belgian guy that used to make English muffins. He used to make sourdough English muffins. To this day, sourdough English muffins for me is the only way to go with English muffins. I love it. So we sent all of you sourdough English muffins.
That's a bet.
So basically, you're going to take your English muffin, you're going to cut it in half. It's already kind of split, but they always leave that little bit in the middle.
Denise Collier just mentioned that she used to have to drive you to that job.
She did. Thanks, Mom.
And if anybody is curious, this is what your glass should look like if you drink all the mimosa.
Damn, I need to catch up. Sorry.
Yeah. And this is what a refill looks like. All right.
Nice.
Welcome to Pandemic Easter.
Welcome to pandemic cuisine. All right, so we're cutting our 2 English muffins in half, and right now, I know that most of us have telephones, which, Chef Ray, you want to grab mine real quick? And so, right now, we just need to have, we're going to need a couple timers as we're doing this next part of the process. So, these English muffins, I've found in my oven, 6 minutes is going to be the perfect amount. Your oven might take 8 minutes or 5 minutes, but again, we got it on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And so I'm just going to pop my English muffins into the oven and set a 6-minute timer.
I mean, you just want them toasted, but not too toasted, just a little bit of brown.
Right.
Nice and warm. Again, that's one of those small details with the love of cooking.
Right. And so while those English muffins are cooking, we're going to get the eggs ready to start our poaching process. So this is where that small bowl we told you guys to have on hand. This is about approximately the size of my bowl. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to crack our eggs into this bowl. And then when we go to poach the eggs, you'll see we'll just dump them all in at once. And then we're going to use this bowl again to take the eggs out and have like kind of a landing vessel for them.
Nice. So you got your pot of water here.
Yep.
I got a light simmer.
Yep.
You got the vinegar in there.
Vinegar's in there.
We got English muffins in the oven.
In the oven.
Timer set.
Timer set. We got our smoked salmon right here. We got our spinach right here. We got the rest of our lemon right here. That's going to come in handy at the end. Our Hollandaise is just staying warm. And so right now, I'm going to crack my eggs into my bowl. So we're going to crack all 4 eggs into our bowl. And then make sure you don't get any shells in there. And then make sure you don't accidentally try to crack the egg that's set there for decoration, not for cooking purposes.
Yeah, you don't want any decorative eggs in this.
Decorative eggs don't taste that good.
Yeah, you want chicken eggs.
Yeah. And so all our eggs are cracked. As you can see, I didn't break any of the yolks.
Wow. What do they do if they break the yolk?
You break the yolk,
you're going to have to use that decorative egg.
you're going to have to use a decorative egg.
Yeah.
Or you just cook it. It's still going to taste great.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So right now, my timer for my English muffin is approximately 3 minutes and 53 seconds. So
Wow.
right now, Jay, would you mind grabbing some plates for us that we will land onto?
Absolutely.
So right now, you want to get the fanciest plates that you have in your house.
The fanciest place we have.
Yeah.
You got a silver platter anywhere? What do you think? When do we tell them about next week?
Chef, can we season that water?
So you don't want to put any salt in the water. Or I don't put any salt in the water because we're going to add a little salt to the eggs after they come out. And right now we just have vinegar in the water. That's it. Perfect. Nice.
And so what do we got on that timer?
So right now we got approximately 2 minutes and 50 seconds, which
That's a perfect amount of time for a message from our sponsor.
Message from our sponsors.
So why don't we go grab them?
Yeah, let's go check out these sponsors.
Okay. Yeah, so we're our own sponsors.
It's us.
It's us. So we just want to take 1 second and tell you guys about next week's class. We're going to do a family mac and cheese class, right? And so it's $39.99. It's going to be, we're going to make truffle mac and cheese. We're going to do it with wagon wheel cheese, right? It's going to be
Cowgirl Creamery, right?
from Cowgirl Creamery. We made one last night. The pictures are up on the website right now at shuffleshufflesf.com. You can use code FOODIE15 today only to get that locked in. And our goal is to sell 1,000 of those, right? So that we can feed 1,000 healthcare workers.
Mhm.
And so that's going to be Sunday at 4:30 the 19th, right? Me and Sarah are going to be teaching that class.
We'll be here. Jason will be cooking. I'll be eating.
And then the next part of our commercial announcement, a little not safe for all members of the family, right? We're actually, Dave is going to lead a class on 420, okay? So it's going to be a munchies version of our mac and cheese class. So we'll let him tell you guys about that. I don't even know what he's going to say. So if you got any kids in the room, earmuffs, all right? So what have we got there, Dave?
That's good advice for the class as well. Do not bring your kids. Because we're going to be smoking, we're going to be drinking, we're going to be getting turned up in here making truffle mac and cheese along with my beautiful people that I've been working with all damn week. I hope y'all have been enjoying your pandemic because I have. Not having to work has actually been a blessing. So from this time, please take your time and look outside and smell the flowers. You know, go on a walk, go for a hike, do something other than staying indoors. I didn't say that. Anyways, join us Monday, smoking weed, drinking a little bit, cooking truffle mac and cheese. Back to the class.
Thank you very much for a message from our sponsors.
Wow. That David Cicero, he's got a way with words.
Yeah,
It's
incredible.
quite incredible. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that there might be stand-up on Munchies Monday as well.
could be.
They might be doing a little late night stand-up.
We're not going to say anything, but we're going to strongly suggest it. All right, cool. So, as of this moment, we have 7 seconds on our timer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Those English muffins are done.
Those English muffins are done on this side. So, we're just going to grab our guy, English muffins. They are perfect. While I'm over here, I'm just going to check out my Hollandaise and give it a little whisk, as you guys should too. And so, I say right now is the perfect time to poach our eggs. So, basically, we got our pot of water simmering. As you guys can see, Sarah, can you check that out? And Brett, you want to check this out? Can you guys see like the level of bubbles that we have in there? You see that?
Got it.
See that, Brett? So that's what you want. Just bubbles simmering very lightly at the bottom. And so I'll leave it close up right now. So I've got my pot of water, I got my eggs, right? As do all of you. And so right now I'm gonna stir my pot of water.
Get that motion going.
You gotta get the motion of the ocean going. And so this is a super important part of poaching eggs because as they coagulate, it'll help form that really beautiful poached egg. Okay, so once we commit, we're all in. So is everyone ready to start poaching their eggs? Okay, we haven't heard any objections. So sorry. The other part of poaching the eggs is we have to be ready to set our timer. So I've got a 3-minute timer, very poised. So once we add the eggs, we're gonna hit that timer and the countdown starts. So I'm about to start it up. So again, getting my very strong swirl going. Then we're gonna add the eggs all at once, okay? And then we're gonna hit that timer.
Nice. We used to have a guy, Max Robbins, that would do 60 of these at one time.
So as you can see, they're in, and I'm just gonna keep the pot moving. And I've hit my timer, so 3 minutes has commenced. And I'm telling you, 3-minute egg is gonna be the perfect egg every time.
Now we have one question, chefs, about getting one hard. How would we overcook one egg so it's firm?
You'd have to leave one more egg in there for 3 more minutes.
Yeah.
And so the temperature I'm gonna cook on these eggs is gonna be like beautiful where you cut into it, a little bit of the yolk runs out, but doesn't run out too much. So again, I'm still standing over here, just swirling this guy around just to make sure that those eggs are going to be perfectly shaped. And then I'm going to take this bowl that I have my eggs in and just rinse it out real quick.
Nice.
Because that's what we're going to go into once these eggs are finished. So again, my eggs are poaching. I got them at 3-minute timer. Right now, I'm at 2 minutes exactly.
Wow.
So all
Those
you
are
guys
looking
should
nice.
be around 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the second part, I know we added it in our equipment list, but we have our spider. Slotted spoon works perfectly. You basically need something to lift those eggs out of the water, right? And so right now, we have our English muffins hot. We have our smoked salmon and spinach ready to go. Our eggs have about 2 minutes on them. And so...
And our caviar is on ice.
And our caviar is on ice. So
that's important that you don't want the smoked salmon cold right now. You want it room temperature.
You want it room temperature, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, while we're hanging out, we got about 1 minute left.
Nice. I've been dying to tell the rest of this Hollandaise.
I was gonna say we got the rest of Jason's Hollandaise story going real quick.
So, if you guys remember, if not, we'll throw it in the Andy will throw it in the text box. The first part of the story. See if he remembers that. So, Jason, young, in trouble. I had to be home at like 8 p.m. I got a job washing dishes. That way I could stay out later, right? And so I used to come home. I'd come home at like 2 a.m. I was working at this hotel washing dishes. I get home and I love cooking. And I came home one night watching all the chefs on the line. It was a busy night. And it was 2 a.m. and I was so like excited about cooking. I wanted to like just make something. I didn't know what, but my mom had this book called Sauces.
Sorry to interrupt you real quick. So we have about 30 seconds left. We'll get back to the story, Jay. Don't worry. So we take our little bowl, right?
Yeah.
We just want to take a little bit of this poaching water out of the pot, right? So that's how much I have. Just a touch, and you'll see why that is. So I'm at 15 seconds. I got my bowl with a little water. I got my eggs beautifully poaching.
So, Chef, we have some folks out there that have a lot of egg whites, extra egg whites all over the water.
That's
how to handle that.
That's just fine. That's basically from.
It's normal.
That's normal. Yep.
Yeah.
And so pretty much we got our eggs, right?
Part of cooking more than just one egg at a time.
As you can see, perfectly
Nice.
cooked eggs. So we're gonna go into our little pot of water.
And you gotta be gentle here.
You gotta be super gentle here. And if you break one, then that's fine. Then you break it. It's all good.
You're gonna break it anyways.
I mean, you're gonna break it anyways. It's gonna get eaten.
My brother is an expert at poaching eggs.
Yeah.
He's actually at the fire station right now making this eggs Benedict.
Right.
As long as he's not on a call.
Right. So we have all our eggs. We have them hanging out in our little poaching liquid right there. And so now at this point, we have our English muffin made. We have our Hollandaise made. We're going to get rid of this pot and we're going to plate this up.
What? We're going to move this out of the way. We're going to take a sip of mimosas.
Right. Nice. And so, you want to play one and I'll play one there, Jay? So we got our smoked salmon, which is going to go down first on our English muffins. And so basically, you can use your hands, you can use a spoon, you can use whatever you want. You're with your friends and family, I'm assuming. So you just want to pick up, for instance, we're just taking a little bit of smoked salmon.
Nice even layer.
Just laying it down. You just want one even layer. Right?
This is really, really nice wild Alaskan king salmon.
Yeah, this beautiful wild salmon.
Only the best for the truffle shuffle team.
Perfect. So this is how much I'm going to put on my guys. Jay's going to put a little bit on his.
I think he took about 10% more. I'm just going to...
Of course I did.
Put that out there.
Nice.
And then my wife actually doesn't like eggs, so I'm gonna do one of these, no egg. Crazy enough.
Look at that. Perfect. So we got our salmon down. Now we're going to add our spinach. So we're just going to lay that down.
And so the spinach is just a nice garnish. It's going to get dressed in the hollandaise sauce as you're eating it,
Yeah.
right? So sometimes it's okay to just put fresh leafy greens right down on the dish.
Yep. And so basically, I just got my spinach laid down right there. Jay can lay some down on his.
Nice. I'm going to do extra spinach for my wife's. Just because.
Nice. And then after you have all the spinach laid on it, we're just going to cut a touch of lemon, right? Just a little bit, and just sprinkle it on our spinach, right?
And with this, just remember, you're going to be putting an egg on here, right? So you're almost making like a little nest.
Yeah.
Right? You want to be able to put that egg one time and it just sits.
Right. And so if everyone's ready, we got our eggs. They're in our little pot of water. And so, again, the reason why you have them in that water is so you can pick them up and move them. So I got my egg in my spoon. I'm just draining the water off of it. And then I'm just going to put it right on top, right? It's our beautiful little egg going on top. You want to grab that one?
Wow.
And add it to your side there, Jay.
And
so again, you're just draining the water off of it and just placing the egg on top. And then again, we're going to do one no egg.
One no egg.
You're welcome. So now,
extra caviar.
It is time for the hollandaise.
What do you think about putting just a touch of the salmon roe in the hollandaise?
Ooh, that is a great idea.
That's one of my favorite ways to use salmon roe.
Perfect. So we got our salmon roe. Our hollandaise is ready.
Look at this. The hollandaise, no problems.
No problems there.
The eggs are done.
Right?
You guys are pro chefs at home now.
We got our salmon roe right here.
Beautiful salmon roe.
And then we're just going to take the salmon roe with our spoon, right? Place it in the hollandaise.
Now, if they got
all of it or
another
half of
kind
it?
of caviar, would you recommend that?
We're gonna save a little bit for garnish on top.
Yeah.
Because everyone always likes that. So that's how much I saved.
And then very lightly.
Yep.
I'm mixing it in.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Nice. And now
salmon roe is caviar, in my opinion. Hackleback Osetra caviar is more of like a delicacy all on its own, but salmon roe is more of an ingredient you need to mix with a component of the dish.
Yeah. And so while we got our eggs right here, we're about to add our hollandaise. We're gonna add some of our
truffle salt,
Balinese truffle salt, just a sprinkle, because that's exactly what you want.
We know this wasn't in the kids, but you guys should already have this at home.
Right. And if you don't, you can just add a little bit of kosher salt or any other kind of salt. And now it is time. So as you can see, we got our hollandaise, we got our beautiful eggs Benedict.
Oh my god.
So the most important part right now is to add the hollandaise in a very dramatic fashion, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna coat.
Do we have any dramatic music we can play?
Oh my gosh, right? And so we made plenty of hollandaise because, as everyone knows,
Dramatic music.
As everyone knows, the worst, if you get an eggs Benedict and there's not enough sauce on it, that's a terrible experience. So again, we got our hollandaise on top, right? And it's important to get really excited as you're plating this.
I'm getting excited.
So like right now, it's like,
second.
boom!
Oh, that was nice.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
stunning!
Nice spoon
One
movement.
more. You guys ready for that?
Oh,
Shazam!
oh
Ladies
my
and
god.
gentlemen, I'll let Jay sauce his own.
Thank you. Have a little music here coming on mine.
Real tough, right? Wow.
Okay.
And so now that that's happened, we're gonna just
you see, we got a touch hollandaise left. You guys are gonna want this later, okay? You're gonna want to taste this, try it.
Can they potentially save it?
no,
You can't
so,
save it.
So hollandaise is one of those things where once you make it, you gotta use it. And so right now we're gonna add a little garniture.
Yeah.
Of our salmon eggs on top, right? Boom. One of my favorites, man.
I'm
Salmon
excited.
eggs.
Now, even though you're using a metal spoon now, you should never eat caviar off a metal spoon, correct?
Yeah, that's
Roulette Petra comment there.
we'll let Petra comment on that.
Okay.
You know, caviar is stored in metal, so obviously it can be in metal, but when you eat it off of metal sometimes.
What to do if the hollandaise is now broken?
If the hollandaise is now broken. So, if your hollandaise is broken,
You gotta call the hotline, the hollandaise hotline.
hollandaise hotline. We'll
1-800
gladly 1-800 hollandaise. No, but us.
We're
You call
calling
us.
into the hollandaise.
So basically, you're just gonna take a little bit of hot water, right? Like 1 tablespoon of hot water, and whisk it into your hollandaise, and it should come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Are you
And
talking like boiling water?
that brings me.
Not boiling water, just hot
in the
water. Whisk it in, and let us know if it's still broken, because it will not be.
And that brings me to the story I've been trying to tell this entire episode. And so basically, a young kid, 16, at home, went home. My mom had a sausage book. I'm going to do this real quick. And the only thing that we had the ingredients for to make was hollandaise. So the first sauce I ever made was hollandaise. And I had no clue that you're supposed to stop cooking it at some point, right? So I'm on the stove. I make it. It comes together. And I'm like, freaking out. It's like 3 a.m. I'm yelling. I'm trying to get my mom to come in the kitchen just to see the hollandaise. And I'm just standing over the stove, whisking it, and then it just all breaks. And then in the book, it said you can add 1 egg yolk to bring it back together. It kind of came back together. I put it in the fridge. I didn't know anything about hollandaise. But that was my first contact with hollandaise. I would say Chef Tyler Borsa's hollandaise is like light years ahead of where I was at that age.
But so right now, you want to make sure you eat the hollandaise while
Let's get in here,
the
guys.
Benedict while it's hot. So, can we get a close up of this, Brett?
Yeah.
So we get a little action shot of. So as you guys can see, right, our egg perfectly cooked.
Oh my God.
You guys ready for the?
What?
Oh,
my.
Oh.
Wow,
Wow.
that's what you want.
Look at that.
We see
That
the
is-
inside of that egg, Chef?
That is what you want.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh my.
right?
There we
Wow.
go.
That is a perfectly cooked egg.
Perfectly cooked egg, 3-minute egg.
Okay. So I'm gonna hop on the camera. Sarah's gonna enjoy this one. I want to see your guys' Benedict.
Yeah, we
Before
want
you
to
eat
see
them,
We want to see your
Okay.
Benedict.
and everyone make sure you go to @Truffle SF and follow us. @Truffle_SF.
David Sucio.
Whoa, Ariel, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna.
Yeah. What?
Ariel, what?
It looks
Look
so
at that,
good.
dude.
Andy, will you unmute Ariel? Look.
Dude,
What?
Ariel, nice looking Benedict.
Awesome looking Benedict. Get those Benedicts next to the screen, guys.
Oh, thanks, friends.
Look at that.
Look at that Benedict.
I was so terrified of the poaching, but it works perfectly.
You
Yeah,
crushed it.
easy money. Get it, Ariel.
Love you, Truffle Shuffle.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
Okay.
dude, look at Michelle Lipa.
Yo, Michelle
What?
Lipa, we're coming in there.
Michelle.
All right, we want
All right,
to sign
Andy,
off.
unmute Michelle.
Oh my God.
Stunning.
Stunning.
Absolutely
There
stunning.
you go,
There you
Michelle
go,
Lipa.
Chef.
Oh,
That
man.
looks
Woo!
All right.
Did it
Yeah.
Did it.
on an old TFL
Go
plate.
Yes.
All right, Angela Khan. What? Look at that egg.
Dude, Angela.
Nice egg,
Wow.
Angela.
Look at that egg.
Woo!
Nice. I see you went with the black pepper. There you go.
There you
You
go.
wanted a little more black pepper on
All right,
there.
Ken.
Good.
Ken. Chef Ken. Oh my gosh. Let's see what you got.
What?
Dude, what is that?
Nice.
You got some garnish right there? What is that, Ken? You garnishing it up?
Very nice.
Like it.
Like it.
Wow.
Nice,
Like
chef.
it. Love it.
All right,
Thank
Drew,
you, Ken.
MF. Let's see the rest. Let's see what's left of that Hollandaise.
Drew, what do you got over there, man?
Drew, show that plate again.
Drew, can you hear us? Wow,
Oh
nice
my
Benedict.
Oh.
Nice Benedict, man.
All right, who else we got on here? Casey. Casey, thank you for your patience. We're coming in there.
Casey, we're
What? Oh my
Eggs,
God.
Benedict.
All right,
Where's Latoya at? There she is. All right, Toya.
Latoya, Ryan, we're coming in there.
Latoya,
You're not on a
get ready
call.
for the video. Oh man.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
Look at that. It looks so good.
Wait. Hold up. You got a little technical difficulty.
All right, Andy, it's doing that thing where it's going a little crazy.
But that's nice. That's nice, Benedict, what we're looking at.
Yo,
there she is.
What up, Latoya?
Latoya.
What's up, guys?
Let's see your Benedict. Whoa.
She did it.
No way.
She did it. She didn't leave it.
Yes.
All right,
that
Andy.
looks incredible.
Oh, look at this, guys.
And she's cute, too. There you go.
John Ryan.
Woo! Look
John
at those
Ryan.
American
Look at
plates.
that.
Look at that. Look at those stars on that.
John Ryan, unmute yourself.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. Who else is at the firehouse today?
All right, guys. We got
Just a couple guys. Yeah, there's my eggs, Benny.
my brother. My brother is a firefighter in the great state of South Carolina. Wow. Look at that. I love
Beautiful.
the American plates. I love that is a great touch that you have.
It's the nicest plate we have at the station. Yeah, right there on our nice fancy table.
That is
Happy
so
Easter.
awesome.
What else we got?
Yeah, it's delicious. Thank you guys.
Some Benedict they want to show us.
How about Mr. Turner? Bobby, how does Benny's come out? You guys are so awesome.
Look at that, Aaron.
We're doing truffle.
Aaron, look at that. Look at that Benedict. Coming right now.
Eric Chang, we're coming in there.
Yeah, Eric, where are you?
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, Jason, Tyler.
Yo,
Yes.
look at
Yes.
that. Nice.
Look at
job,
those
Eric.
Benedicts. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
And the
and
mimosa.
the mimosas.
Yes.
That is what's
Love
up.
it.
Okay.
Love it. All right.
All right, Jason, look at this. Here's Kira and my creation.
We want to see.
What do we got?
What do we
There we
got?
go. Kira, hold on.
There we go.
What?
That
Yes.
funny. I can't wait to dig in.
Those. Amazing.
Beautiful.
Absolutely amazing.
Thanks for all your help today, chefs.
So make sure you book the mac and cheese class.
Yeah, please.
Next Sunday, we got one on Sunday
Or
and
Monday.
one on Monday. All right, we're going to Susanna. Yo, what up, Susanna? How's that champagne?
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, good.
Keith, we're coming in there next.
Oh,
Can you
looks
show us that Benedict?
beautiful. That
Yes.
looks beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Stunning.
That is.
Half eaten.
All right, Keith Lee, Chef
Happy
Keith.
Easter, guys. It's
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Could not wait.
Oh man.
That is awesome.
Did you
Nice.
say
I feel like a professional. You guys are awesome. This
Did
is
you say we sold
really
that
cool.
Benedict class, or how we sell that, Chef? Where we at?
Yeah.
Is that a 10x
Did we
of your
10X that
previous
Benedict?
Benedict skills?
Oh
he
my
had
God.
no Benedict skills before.
Zero.
So
Easily
at least 10x.
0 to 1. Nice.
at least.
Yeah. Awesome, Keith. Thank you so much for that.
Nice.
Thanks, Keith.
I'm definitely on board for the mac and cheese on next Sunday,
Yes.
brother.
I don't have any plans to.
Amazing. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, guys. Stay
See you
safe.
soon.
Happy
Talk to you
Easter.
soon.
All right, Ansley,
Ansley,
how'd you do?
what?
Look at it. She did great.
Yes.
Nice. Where's the baby?
Yes.
Ansley, who's watching the baby?
He is sleeping. Baby is sleeping.
All right, nice.
Okay. All right. All right.
My sister is now a mother.
Ow.
Okay,
Nice.
you guys are amazing. I love all of you. I missed all of you. And we will see you guys next week.
Yeah.
For the mac and cheese class. Let's see. And then we're just double checking questions.
Yeah, everyone's still good out there. Did the broken Hollandaise come back?
Angela Khan says, seeing everyone's creation brings me to tears. Thank you.
Amazing.
No problem, Angela. We're here for you.
Guys, we are apart, but we will get through this together.
Yes. Awesome. Hold up. Who's that?
Oh, Leia, we're coming in there. Where'd she go?
Or Jamie.
All right, Jamie.
Jamie.
Look
Jamie.
at
Oh
those.
my gosh. Look at that Benedict.
Look at this, guys. We got a top chef.
What?
Look at
Look
those.
It's on my plate for a long time.
Is that curly parsley right there? What
Chef
is that?
Jamie
Oh my god.
was on top chef. Wow. That is stunning.
What?
Beautiful.
Amazing.
That looks so good.
Amazing. I like the garnish. Garnish is tight.
Where? Oh, Leia. Oh my God. There it is. Okay, we're coming. Oh, Leia. Oh, shit, we're coming.
Wow, Lord.
Look at that, Benedict.
Benedict. Oh my gosh. You went with the black pepper too. That's stunning.
Don't listen to what the chef says. Okay.
Amazing. I like Drew's.
Is Jeff
Goodbye. Thank you all. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Jason and Maria.
Oh man, that is super tight. Look at
So
that.
dope.
Yes. Wait, where'd they go?
These are the people that don't have their videos going.
Oh, hold up. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
we're coming back in
Here,
there.
we're coming back in there, Jason and Maria.
Look at that
What?
plate. Awesome
That's
job,
Wow.
guys.
great, guys.
That is incredible.
Great job.
Man,
Thank you for the shout out. Nice truffle shuffle in the background. I like that.
Yeah, look at that packing slip.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that package slip. That's tight.
Okay. Petra.
All right.
All right. Final
Petra.
notes from Petra.
Oh.
You might just have to, I'm unmuting you. It just takes a second, I think. There we go. You are
Okay,
unmuted.
we're unmuted. We have 1 1/4 because, you know.
Beautiful.
And we even gave some to our babe Adriana. She loved it.
Oh, good.
Amazing.
Here she comes right now.
Petra, this caviar is fantastic. Thank you so much. It's so delicious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Petra,
I'm so glad you'll like it. Thank you so much for working with us.
unmuting everyone. Everyone.
Sorry, it's a champagne for you. But thank you so much. Thank you. We will definitely be joining next week. And the rest of the team, I just texted them just now if they want to please anyone come and join our class on Instagram Live. You just have to be and our sampler flight, I connected the link to the sampler flight.
Petra's little baby is so cute.
Otherwise, we'll see.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
you. Thank you.
Petra's baby.
Hold up. We gotta get Felix.
Oh, look at her little
I get
Oh,
Felix.
man.
He's one of the owners today.
Felix. Look at Felix. All right. Happy Easter, Felix. Oh my God.
All right. We're going to say bye to everyone.
Let's smoke salmon.
Well, just go right here. Let's spin it.
All right, guys. Let's bring the whole
Thank you.
team here. Instagram.
Thank you guys
So much. Next week, right, for truffle mac and cheese Day, truffle mac and cheese lunch with Dave Susio.
Dave Susio.
On 420. It's going to be incredible.
Get ready for it.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Family.
Love
Guys.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm not ending this meeting just because I like looking at all you guys. You're going to enjoy us eating our Benedicts. All right, Sarah, you want to get in there? Little bird.
Wait, I do
Yeah,
want my
you
coffee.
can get autograph. Hey, Brett, you want to jump in here and try one of these eggs?
Come try some of this, Benny.
Hold on, let me get it. I want to get that slow-mo shot right here.
What slow-mo shot?
You cut it in and look at an egg.
Well,
Oh, it's right there.
We can
I hope
recreate
it's
another
still.
one.
Hold on, wait.
Let him get the camera.
Yo, dude, you're jumping the gun.
Get some olive oil on it.
I'm
Make it
always
sweet.
jumping the gun.
You're
I was gonna
just
say
making it up.
this has been hanging.
That's
here
what I'm saying.
for a
Put some
while.
oil on it.
We can make another one.
Yeah, we can make another one.
All right, and cut that.
Ready?
Cut it. Cut it. Yeah.
Cut it. Oh.
I feel like this is not breaks.
This.
Awesome time. I'll just throw that sound effect in post.
All right, Brett. You want me to spoon feed you, or how's this?
You did that this morning already.
Oh yeah, we had someone from Highlands Hospital on here.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They said thank you so much.
How's that popcorn?
He freaking ate it all.
Hey,
Just
David.
so you guys know, we are on camera.
Yeah,
I couldn't bring myself to end it. I'm just happy to spend Easter
David
with
Sucio,
everyone.
would you say that this truffle kettle corn right here is potentially some of the best popcorn you've ever had?
It's pretty fantastic. My grandma used to make me
Truffle kettle
popcorn growing
corn.
up, and her sucks compared to this. So thank you.
Distant grandmas on Easter. Perfect.
You like that, Brett?
Wow.
Mm.
Do I like that?
Mm.
I love it. Wow.
WTC, are you trying our egg Benedict?
I love the civilians.
I mean, I'm no skill. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have skill in the kitchen, but not like.
I can poach an egg. I can.
That's a lot more than most can do.
I can poach an egg. You know what I mean? I've done that.
Mm.
Just like you said, motion in the ocean.
Motion in the open.
I like that.
What else we got over here?
Down.
Michael.
Look at the kids.
Look at Tiffany's kids.
What's up, Tiffany?
What's up, Tiffany?
What's up?
Those are some cute little
They're
kids.
super cute.
Oh my gosh.
How do we go in there?
Here. Tiffany, can we say hi real quick?
Oh my God, they're so cute.
Tiffany!
Hi, guys.
Hey guys.
They
How's
help.
Benedict?
How do you like it?
Yummy.
Yummy?
Yes.
Good.
He ate all the roe off the top already.
You ate the roe?
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
awesome.
so everybody, tell my 18-year-old to come in here and try it.
Come here, Zoe.
She
There
look
we
at her.
go.
She's doing it
Oh,
too.
look at her.
She
You like
likes
that Hollandaise, little one?
There's,
My
there's-
sister's
there's
name
my-
is Coconut.
No, it's not.
Her
Name
name's
is
Coconut?
No, her name is actually Maxine.
Maxine.
His name is Coconut.
What? Whose name is
The
Coconut?
little baby's
Her name's Maxine, but he calls her Coconut. Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
Delicious.
job,
Thank
Mom.
you for the class. That was.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Happy
Thank
Easter.
you.
We'll see you guys for the family mac and cheese class.
Oh yeah, I heard it's not family.
Ours will be. Ours
It's
will
on
be on
Monday.
Sunday.
Monday.
Sunday we're good.
Next Sunday is family
Yeah,
day.
Monday is
Oh.
20.
Monday we don't know.
Yeah.
David Susi,
Yeah.
knows
Okay.
what that guy's gonna
Sunday is good.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
do. Happy Easter.
Do we have
Happy
any
Easter.
questions out
Thank
there?
you.
We got any questions out there?
We actually, there's one
Sunday
question.
is family friendly.
It says, who's one of the?
Hold up.
Oh,
we got Michael over here.
Michael.
Michael.
We're coming in there.
Michael, can you unmute? We're trying to say what's up.
How you doing, Michael?
Hi guys.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What's that?
It's a spotlight thing.
Huh.
Where'd he go?
There he is.
I think he might have just wanted the wave.
Oh.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you for the wave, Michael.
All right, Michael, that was a nice wave.
That was a really nice wave. Practice that one. We have one question. It says, who's one of the coolest people that has ever followed you on? Oh, we got Michael back.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hello.
Hello.
Michael, thank you for
What
joining
is
us.
up?
Oh, it was awesome. This is so great. We'll join the next one.
Nice.
Awesome. Very cool.
Thank you, guys.
Well, you guys
Thanks,
enjoy
David.
the rest of your Easter.
Yeah, you too.
Happy Easter, guys.
Thanks so much.
Bye. Oh, or
Bye.
Happy Easter.
Yeah.
Okay.
go back to Andy, Leah.
Yeah, so I have a question for you, chefs.
Yeah.
Which one of you can convince my daughter Zoe to come over here and try this?
Oh my gosh, Zoe.
David,
It's
do you
amazing.
wanna
Zoe?
try that one?
Yeah, she's going off to college next year.
There is no later date.
There is no later.
This
She
is
said she'll
there's no
try it later.
leftovers.
No, it's now or never. We're in a pandemic.
Zoe,
There's no later.
eggs Benedict does not wait for anyone.
Waits for no one.
I don't think he's going to save you by
No.
Zoe's
Yeah,
going
she
to
is.
college.
She's going to
Zoe's
college
going to
soon.
college.
Tell us the best hangover cure.
What?
If that doesn't work, I don't know what does.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so the non-family.
Chefs, I've been making poached egg for years. I tried it your way. This is what came out.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to go back and redo it, but it tastes great. I've been eating this too. So
So the whole stirring thing, we've got to get down to a science.
yeah. User error.
All good. We'll all get there.
Nice. So just, Andy, that's a great question. Let her know it's a great hangover cure.
That's
There you go.
Dave's official response.
There you go. You want to say what's up to...
All right, for anyone that's still watching, we have one question, and it's, who's the coolest person that's ever followed you on Instagram? I just want to show you guys that E40 started following us yesterday.
Boom.
Can you guys see that? E40 is now following Truffle Shuffle.
The man.
So that's pretty cool.
The man.
Nobody actually asked that question. I was just looking for a segue to try to tell you guys that E40 is following us. Nice. Well, we got 16 participants and my brother. All right. John Ryan?
Wait. We got to guess who else was watching today? Even in our frame that doesn't fit.
I think this means my brother's now on a fire call. Okay, so for everyone else that's still watching, we're losing you guys by the second here. My wife wants to show you, has anybody out there seen the movie The Goonies? Tiffany has, thank you. Thank you, Tiffany.
Right.
Leia?
Great movie.
Big fans here.
Leia,
Big
have
fans.
you guys seen The Goonies? Shannon, have you guys seen The Goonies?
Of course.
Okay, so
So
we actually named our company off of the part in The Goonies where the kid does the truffle shuffle.
Uh-huh.
And
And guess who was cooking with you guys today? None
Yeah.
other
then that,
than our favorite character. And we need to get another frame. But
That's awesome.
Oh my God, the kid from the Goonies.
yeah. And he's one of our big supporters. He's a great guy and was really
That's
sent
awesome.
him some products. And Jeff, if you're watching on this, hello. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for being so encouraging.
and Sarah, tell them what it says.
It says,
He sent us a signed
and I can't
picture.
really go out and buy another frame right now, otherwise I would, but it says, "To Team Truffle Shuffle. Congrats on your fantastic venture and keep up the delicious work. Truffle Shuffle power."
Awesome.
So he was cooking Benedict with you guys today, and we'll have to check in and see how it went. But
What's even cooler is to think that he just has thousands of pictures of him as a kid laying around his office. He sent us a picture within like one day of him getting our truffle package.
Because his mom gave them to him.
All right. You guys are amazing. I'm going to officially adjourn this meeting. Happy Easter. Happy
Easter.
And we will see you guys next week. There's 2 classes, one on Sunday, one on. We're going to do a truffle mac and cheese. Bye, Tiffany.
bye, everybody.
Bye, Andy. Bye, Leah. Bye, Leia. Bye, Jason and Maria. Bye, Shannon.
Bye.
How the boys doing?
They're doing good. Even Peyton, who says that the girl down the street cooks better than me because she makes hot dogs, he liked the Benedict. So
Nice.
it was awesome. I would show it to you, but you'll have to see pictures.
Okay, send us the pictures.
All right. Lucas did a good job.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Hey, Shannon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Meeting adjourned.